The Canadian Card Collector here, and welcome back to day 584 of a daily deck review. And the deck that we're taking a look at today is the red edition of the Sons of Liberty playing cards from Dan and Dave. So, no further ado, take a look and see what we get. As we can see, it is in that matte red finished tuck box there, with a little bit of gold and silver foiling there, and a little bit of embossing there. So it says Made in America, and then you've got the Sons of Liberty playing cards established 1765 there. And it is like slightly embossed. You can feel a little bit of the texture of it, and there's a little bit of like glossy like finish in the background of it. There on one side, there it says designed by Jeff Trish, with that design that slightly wraps around the tuck box there. On the other side, it says the D&D Playing Card Co. On the bottom here, you got the little barcode there, the Dan and Dave website there, and these are from 2015, the Dan and Dave Industries. They're distributed by Art of Play in San Diego. On the back, a little sneak peek of that back design there, more gold and silver foiling there, with some more embossing. For the seal, you got a cardboard brown stamp style seal there, with that skull that says Void. Under the seal, it says Sons of Liberty playing cards there. On the tuck flap here, you got a bunch of gold stars that says Liberty or Death. And then the inner tuck flaps has a snake that kind of like extends from one tuck flap to the other. Now we take the cards out of the box. On the inside, just that matte red finish. Nothing too crazy going on inside there. But now that we take a look at the tuck box, time to look at the cards. And as always, we'll start with that back sign. So here we have a mirrored back sign there with the standard white border going on. And it is that red and white colorway there. So we got like a diamond kind of shape there in the middle there. We got the two eagles here. We got the Sons of Liberty little LS there. There's the logo there in the middle there. Then we got the little eye there. Some other little details like it says two tyrants, rebellion is it says rebellion to tyrant is obedience to God there. Then you got a little bit of other little details wrapped around, but if you flip it over, same design in both directions. And now for the cards here. Here we get the first Joker here. It just says Joker above it. Then you got that old-timey kind of like shackle kind of device where you would lock someone up. You would like open it up, and their head would go through here. Their arms would go through the little smaller holes there. And they'd be kind of like locked up, kind of like humiliated kind of. But then you got a second Joker here, just in a red colorway. Same exact design, just in two different colorways, the black and red. Then we got that full custom Ace of Spades there, with the big spade there in the shape of a tree there, with the Sons of Liberty logo there in the middle. Then you got all those red kind of like water droplets there above it. Then you got the red snake there with a little bit of gold metallic ink there in the back, and it says designed by Jeff Trish for the Dan and Dave Playing Card Co. Then you got the custom font and suits there. So you got this kind of more distressed kind of style look to all the cards, like the faces of the cards. Then you got the fully custom suits here, and the custom font there, and that kind of for each card there. And they all have their own styling of distressed look. No faces are the same there. And then you got the fully custom court cards here. You got the black and white kind of colorway with that kind of metallic gold kind of like little like background kind of design within it. So they skipped no detail within these court cards. Definitely lots of detail. Then you got the kind of distressed look for the diamond as well with that custom diamond design there. Then you got the fully custom court cards once again here, but except they're in the red and white colorway with that same kind of gold kind of metallic background there. Still the same level of detail. And then you got that same kind of design with the clubs here, Jack, Queen, and King. Once again, that black and white color with that gold background. Then you got the fully custom club design, more like a elongated, kind of more squished kind of club design here. Both still with that same distressed look. And then lastly, we got the hearts here, Jack, Queen, and King of Hearts. Once again, that same kind of red and white color, just like the diamonds, with that same kind of gold background. And each court card, I think all the gold backgrounds are slightly different, which is pretty nice. Then you got the custom heart design with that distressed look once again. And then the last two cards in the deck, here you got the little Liberty card. You can pause and read that if you want. And then the last card here is just a little Dan Dave little ad card here. It says the finest quality playing cards. sold by gentlemen Dan and Dave in their shop, Art of Play, and then the little Art Play website down below. Just the background on the back. But now that we look at the cards, these are made in the United States from the United States Company, so they have some kind of like air cushion finish type quality to it. So they'll handle amazing. And these are just one of a couple ways they have of the Sons of Liberty playing cards. There. So overall, they handle fantastic. Got a nice like fan ability to it. There. Super smooth. You got a nice giant fan as well. So overall, a fantastic handling and well-made deck of cards from Dan and Dave. There. A nice classic kind of design there. Definitely a little conversation piece for when you're like for game night and stuff like that. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed. This has been day 584 of your daily deck review, and this has been the red edition of the Sons of Liberty playing cards from Dan and Dave, and I'm the Canadian Collector signing out. That's the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.